Hello, I'm Bjorn, movie archaeologist, and welcome back to the Temple of Movie Reviews. And today I got an interesting little thing, and that artifact is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. This is a Guy Ritchie movie. If you like Guy Ritchie movies, you'll probably enjoy this. I enjoyed it, fine enough. I do have some complaints with it, though. So let's break down what this is about. This is a true story, and it is a true story, but when you actually watch the movie, there is absolutely no way in hell anything happened in real life like it happens in this movie. They kill probably 300 Nazis all throughout this thing, and that just didn't happen in real life. It didn't happen like that. I haven't done my research, but I don't need to. It didn't happen like that. The second thing I thought was interesting is the guy in this movie. He isn't Mad Jack Churchill, but he's using a bow and arrow and has a lot in common with Mad Jack Churchill. From what I understood of history, and maybe I'm wrong, that Mad Jack Churchill was the only guy who ever used a bow and arrow in World War II. Is this guy did they combine the real life character who did this operation with Mad Jack Churchill? Or was there a second bow and arrow wielding guy in World War II? Or did they just make up all of this and kind of took inspiration from Mad Jack Churchill? Unclear. But the performance is his name Alan Richardson? He's in Reacher. He's wonderful in this movie. I thought he was very funny, very likable. Henry Cavill, as always, is very likable. In fact, all the characters are very likable. And the script itself is pretty breezy. It's pretty fun. This is basically just a Suicide Squad movie without superpowers. You've got a group of criminals with unsavory techniques being sent on a suicide mission by the government. And they're going to a foreign land to do something very specific that will probably get them killed. So watching the movie, all I could think of is this is like Suicide Squad light. And the reason I make that comparison is I write Suicide Squad movies on this channel. So that's not really where most people's mind would probably go to, but it's where mine did. Let me talk about my complaints, and I'll talk about the things I liked. I think my biggest complaint is that there's no real character arcs in this movie. None of the characters really grow in any way, which, I mean, that isn't a requirement of the movie. You don't have to write a movie where characters change and grow by the end. But it kind of made me leave the movie feeling like nothing had really happened. I think the movie's goal is to sort of be a fun action film. It's real. The thing it set out to do was just be a breezy action movie, but some of the things that action movies often do, like even if it's minuscule character arcs or little ways characters grow, there's none of that here. There's no real attempt to set up character relationships even. I mean, a few characters joke with each other, but there's no real character growth, character development, no real character interaction even. The focus of the movie is almost entirely on action, which the action is pretty good for. There's several really fun action set pieces. The characters have character. They just don't interact with each other very much. I don't know how else to describe it. And it leaves the movie feeling kind of empty when you're done from it. Again, if you're just looking for a fun, breezy action movie, you'll really enjoy this, I'm sure. But I was maybe hoping for something a little more. I feel like it wasn't even trying to do that. So I guess since it wasn't trying to do that, then I can't really judge it for not doing that. But it feels like there definitely should have been at least a little bit of character development and growth. The characters start in this movie in the exact same place. Nothing really changes. And that isn't ideal for great storytelling, but who am I to say? Stuff I liked. The action set pieces are really fun. They're pretty good. Some of them can feel a little bit repetitive, guys shooting a bow and arrow, but then they tweak it up enough that you're okay, I'm in for this. This is fun. The mission is interesting. The characters, as I said, they're very fun. They're likable. I wish they interact with each other a little more, but besides that, I found it really good. I think the two leads, Henry Cavill and the Reacher actor's character, who isn't Mad Jack Churchill, are really the standouts. The other characters all kind of blend together. They're kind of samey. There's a guy who's supposed to be a frogman, which for those who don't know is someone who does military diving basically. And I think he frogmans once at the beginning of the movie, and then they never bring up that skill again, which is a shame because an action set piece of him having to use his scuba equipment to ambush someone could have been really cool. So I feel like that was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but. The other characters all kind of blend together, and then there's a separate side plot with the female lead. I thought she was good. I like where her story went. Again, it feels like there isn't much character growth there. I don't know. The movie feels very quickly paced, but also kind of nothing really happens. It's a very hard movie because I'm overall positive on the film, but there isn't a lot of like movie in the movie. I don't know how else to describe it. You kind of have to see it, and you'll get what I'm getting at. Again, the action set pieces are fun. If you just want a mindless action movie, this is for you. I just feel like there is like one ingredient missing in the movie, and it leaves it feeling kind of empty. So I'm going to give the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare probably a 7. And I might lower that if I watch it again. But the action was good enough to kind of carry the thing for me. It's an okay movie. It's not great and it's not bad. It's a good action movie. You'll have a good time. I don't think it's Guy Ritchie's best work. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm glad to see Henry Cavill and the guy from Reacher, who I think is, I keep forgetting his name, so forgive me. I should have done my homework beforehand. But I've seen him in a couple of things now, and he is just a very likable actor. I kind of think he's going to catch on, and I think that would be really cool. I think there's a lot of potential for him. So yeah, I've been Bjorn, archaeologist man, and I am going back into the temple. I'm thinking next video I'm probably going to start my summer vacation, which means I'm going to change the temple to a beach, and I'm going to throw on Hawaiian shirts, and really the whole tone of the franchise is going to change. Everything's going to change. The whole series will be different. If you're looking for something else to watch, the old Advanced Scripting Adventures are here, and some other writing project is here. These are scripts I write if you're new to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, even like a little bit, like and subscribe. It really helps us. We're a very small channel. So anything we can get really helps. If you disagree with me and think I'm an idiot, and you really are caught on to the fact that you don't like my hair specifically, you're really latched onto that, leave a negative comment, man. Really go at me. Rip me to shreds. Make me cry. That's what I want to see. Also, if you also enjoyed the video like a sadist, tell me you enjoyed it, I guess. I don't know why you do that, but